Gentlemen, may I once again remind you that cameras are not allowed on the course and mobile phones should be switched off at all times. Thank you.
Yeah, nice try, Ivor.
I told you the Ivor story every year at the Open. 3 decades of announcing all the players off the first tee and standing there from the first starting time to the last, and this is the last one here.
Just today.
Defending champion Tiger Woods.
You can see the difference in the facial expressions from the two of them. One is grinding his teeth.
Yeah, look at Tiger with, is this the big driver?
No.
3-wood. He's been able to hit iron off this first tee.
So he's going with 3-wood. Wow, this is a first. Played a little hold-up fade against the wind. Worked beautifully.
Woods hit one driver through the first 54 holes, and there they move on.
And settle down. A nice start for Tiger Woods.
Head to the second.
It only affected him for a split second. I don't think that's going to happen today. I think he's going to be extremely focused. I would have thought probably start. Oh, hello, Tiger. Yeah, the guys are going to have to grind extremely hard on these greens. It's one of the toughest tests at these surfaces. About 3 different surfaces on these greens. A mixture of burnt off the left edge.
Woods now for birdie at 3.
Not a lot of break in this one.
Oh, it's 2 beauties in a row.
The Woods will make a 3rd opening par. This hole with the out of bounds over there to the left of your screen. Peter, this is usually or has been the opening hole. And how did you describe this hole?
Well, I always thought it was when the wind's coming at you from 11 o'clock, say, if you imagine the clock face, hard, with the out of bounds on the right, the out of bounds on the hardest opening hole, certainly in championship golf. It's frightening. And then the out of bounds about 10 feet off the green at the other end.
Okay, let's get you caught up on the tee shots over at the 4th with Woods and Garcia.
It's better than anyone has done for 20 years.
You see there, he played left of the pin, trying to gain it. I just showed you how ridiculously hard this 4th green is downwind, and he's going to lose it off back edge. So we're all saying shout bite, but it just about looks as if that's an impossible shot to get it onto that green.
Tiger at the 4th, a little bit nearer than Garcia. Confident enough to have his man at the flag. I'm going to give him a bit of depth perception. How about this one?
Pretty good. From nearly 30 yards, that.
And you can't really teach that, can you? That's you either got the gift or you don't.
Bunker in the right's 265 yards. We've seen him lay up to that bunker every day. The wind is right back in him, and it's blowing 18 to 20 right now.
Sting the 3 medal down there.
Just short of the bunker's absolutely perfect.
Back down to Tiger in his 2nd shot here at the 5th.
Tiger has 260 yards, and he's hit an absolute bullet going toward the front of the green.
That's probably
Depends on the bounce.
Yeah, it's about 4 bullets in a row Andy's played on this hole. Oh, look at that for control. I mean, I was talking to Ian Baker Finch earlier as we were talking earlier in the program. It's the ball striking that makes the difference here. That's the only way you can control your trajectory.
Putting from off the green like Tiger did on 4 and rolled it up. Gimme and Sergio, a terrific putt there.
And Ian Baker Finch took the stimp meter, the measuring tool for green speed, and stimped the fairway at 8.5 and the green at 10.5. So really not much of a difference. Tiger's getting set, looking at this eagle putt. Peter Allis, when you were with us during our cable coverage on Friday, you and Paul were talking during a break, and Zinger asked you if Tiger's the best that you've seen. Now, it's still not the complete answer yet, but up to this point, what are your impressions of that?
Well, all through my life, I've seen people that have made tremendous impressions on me and my father before. The first one that really impressed me was Arnold Palmer, and then came Seve Ballesteros, who was sophisticated Arnold Palmer. Then Nicklaus came along and did wondrous things. This man is certainly the best golfer, head and shoulder. He's the best thinker. He makes mistakes. I can't understand how he's had a little hiccup over the last couple of years, because I think he does everything perfectly except try to hit the ball too hard. That's all. Everyone tries to analyze his swing. Whether he will be the best of all time remains to be seen. He's certainly the best of his generation by a distance.
For eagle at 5, yes!
See what I mean? He has the hands of someone have been placed upon him in a sport. There have been other people in other games that have had a touch of magic, and he is blessed with that magic. He doesn't get ahead of him, he doesn't get afraid. He may get a little nervous on occasion, but he has the ability, whether that's his mother's influence, the Oriental influence, I don't know, maybe a school teacher when he was young. He's blessed with talents that are very, very, very rare. Well, and it's wonderful to watch.
He has killed the par 5s this week, as you saw, and there, that eagle.
All week. That was an 8 iron. You saw the number on the bottom of his club and flew it on the green. 200 yards to the hole.
Tiger Woods is putting on a clinic right now. That is just amazing what he's doing tee to green.
If there was a game plan for today, you're pretty much watching it so far from Woods. But second.
Unbelievable.
Tiger Woods about to putt here, and Andy, it looks like about 25 feet, and not a difficult putt from here.
No, he's got it on the proper level. It's, you know, the speed, this shouldn't be ridiculous in any way, so I think he's locked in pretty well right now. I think there's about a 50-50 chance him making this one. He's smelling blood right now.
Another camera just went off.
I'm actually quite surprised the RNA don't have a, walker in front of them just to speak to everybody. No, I mean, Steve on every tee is asking for camera phones. You would have thought an official, they'd have an official to say. They can see that everybody's standing there blatantly holding them up, ready to go. So
it always makes me laugh. They make the announcement on the first tee. None of those people follow the match around.
Yeah, that's it. It's over and done with.
Yeah, they're already out, right?
They got very good hearing here. They can hear that at the 14th. Tiger. Across the 9th. Turning, going, shorting.
That's all right, conservative putt.
They'll do it in 10 years. Everything over here is about 10 yards or 10 years late.
Apart from our cell phones.
Yeah, cutting edge cell phone technology.
That was heading towards the right, and there you see it as it shows up finally, Andy, in good shape. It's part of the reason that this group is slightly behind more than they should be the group ahead. So many stops and starts and all the traffic with the last group. Woods by 2.
Ryoki, the great Japanese player, just over their shoulders there, walking as one of the on-course reporters for Japanese television.
Well, I think they're checking their watches there to just check to see what time par is and staying ahead and putting groups on the clock or not.
Yeah, but both players have had to back off so many shots, so it's definitely affecting the pace of play.
Woods second at 10.
Tiger has 210 yards. There's two choices. You can try to bounce it up or carry it all the way in the front and just take a 40-footer from behind the hole.
Oh, no, no!
Guess he's pulled it. Boing, boing. Oh, he's bounced up. Will it stay? That might be Tiger's break of the day. He'll be pleased that it's just hung on the edge.
It's fairly flat back into the wind, which will help control the speed a little bit. Just talked to Mike Shea, PGA Tour official, that they are definitely on the clock. They were talked to back at the 10th tee, so we'll see how they react to that.
cozy down there, so Woods will have a birdie opportunity to take it to 16 under par, and it's back 9 of a major on Sunday. If a lot of people don't watch golf on a week-in, week-out basis, on the clock means they're out of position, playing too slow. The penalty with a second warning is a one-shot tee at 11, and this is the stretch of holes, guys, that runs down by the water, by the beach.
And what really is different here, Mike, is now all of a sudden the wind is left to right instead of right to left. The right to left wind for the players playing the front 9 is very comfortable for a right-handed player. Now it blows back over your back, and it can really affect your golf swing a little bit.
Andy, I don't know where you are, but Tiger is hitting a 3-wood here.
He did that yesterday.
Yeah, I did that with me as well. We played.
He wanted to carry. He's got this ridge at 255 yards and into this wind. He needs to just make sure he gets it over the ridge. And it's headed down the right, depending on the bounce.
Well, he hit it further right into almost into that trash can on day 1, I think. Couldn't see the pin, but still made 3.
Tiger's second at the 11th, Andy.
He's drawn a decent line, 109 yards. Back into the breeze, just trying to land it around the front of the green. And that was just played absolutely perfectly. Just exact, took all the bunker behind the hole out of play. Beautifully done.
Goodbye for all that emotion. Tiger hit some foul balls on the way in, gave Chris a chance, but Chris made the shots and lost the one-hole playoff at Augusta.
Tiger hold one on the... Oh, no, that was a misread. Misread and a mishit.
If you remember at Augusta, Tiger was 2 shots ahead with 2 holes to go. And, of course, DiMarco ends up getting him because Tiger made a couple bogeys. So he is human, but he's played an unbelievable round today. And Andy North described it perfectly earlier. If you want to try it again, Andy.
Well, for par, Andy told you that this group was on the clock. Andy, what you were telling us in break about Tiger and following a game plan up to this point?
Yeah, if you're sitting in the locker room with your football coach or basketball coach saying this is what we're going to do on first downs, this is what we're going to do on second downs, and this is how we're going to play defense. He's done it exactly as he'd drawn up today. I mean, this fairway is the first fairway he's missed. He really hasn't put much stress on himself. It's been beautiful to watch.
And stays bogey-free here on this Sunday. The eagle at 5, the par at the birdie at 10, pars the rest of the way around. Woods 3 under for the day, takes a 3-shot lead to Ian playing 12 and in the fairway. DiMarco 3 shots back. Ernie Els now 5 back. Adam Scott could be in position for his best major finish. He tied for 9th at the Masters in 02.
About to play second here at 12, getting some direction from Steve Williams.
193 back into that left to right wind with a very, very difficult right hole location.
The camera phone's away.
Please, folks, have some consideration for the players, please.
That's very unusual for Tiger to get affected by it. Andy, I was interested, Tiger played the hold-up fade for the whole of the front 9 on that right to left wind. Now he's turning into a left to right wind, and do you think he's going to change shot?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll play his more natural shot, which is just releasing a little bit, which should make the ball go pretty straight. So just play his natural shot 15 feet left of this hole. The wind's going to hold it up. It'll be perfect.
Just, that's tough to do after you've just done the other one all for 9 holes. And he's lost it right.
That is left.
Left. See, I'm amazed. Tiger actually got agitated over that, and
well, if there's any saving, just lob it up there. Has to be careful not to be too long.
They got stuck. That clubhead got stuck in the long grass, so that would be a tough putt to make across that burnt corner of the green.
And Tiger Woods holds that claret jug at the moment and is desperate to retain it for the 3rd time. He's just aggravated at the moment. Too many cameras going off, too many gallery distractions, but Stevie has to calm him down. Just stay in his ear for the rest of the afternoon.
Plus, Ian is on the clock. You probably saw at the corner of the screen there that I think that was John Paramore down on his rules buggy, timing the players. So as they come to this very difficult stretch of the golf course, to be on the clock as well, it just adds another factor in the back of your mind.
It's actually becoming part of the story, isn't it? I wonder how Tiger feels. He's played a near flawless round of golf until the last hole. He's hit basically every shot exactly where he's aimed, and he's right where he started with a one-shot lead.
He's parred this hole the first 3 days. 6-iron here at the par 3.
He's been kind of losing it right, but I don't think he'll lose it right today.
Little twirl there, the familiar twirl from a good shot. He hit it where he aimed. It stopped very quickly. Tiger Woods prowls the 13th fairway. He has a one-shot advantage over Chris DiMarco, who's ahead at the 14th. Stay with us. This is exciting stuff.
Lead.
Exactly right, especially with a long putt here for Tiger. A good 60 feet away, Andy. Good-looking speed. Great lag putt.
Boy, I'll tell you what Sergio wouldn't give for that touch right there. I mean, those are the intangibles, really, that...
Well, Sergio, he searches for touch. Tiger trusts his touch. It's like Tiger's there. He trusts his feel.
Very good point. Very right. Sergio's still searching. He's been searching for a couple of years.
He can't be searching for speed and touch. And Tiger on the tee here with the iron at the very difficult par 4 14th.
264 to the bunkers. Just keep it short of those, back into the wind. And he's just absolutely ripped it down the middle again.
And he's got that little twirl going, a little twirl with the left hand, spins the club whenever he hits the good one. Middle of the fairway. Beautiful. He made 5 here yesterday, but this is the hole he made 2. Little lucky break there, just bounced through a divot. And a 4 the first day.
That's all right. It was a divot. His number 1 is dust everywhere. He's following it.
Yes.
Slightly better than middle of the green, matching Ernie Els on the other side of the hole.
Oh, that's a sensation.
Absolutely. That was sensational, Ian. I'm glad you got one of them in today.
Delicious.
And guys, by the way, Andy North reports this group is off the clock. Just
really got to pull something off. And that's what I was trying to say to you. This is the toughest hole. We're near as damn it. And 4th round. If anything had gone wrong, and if he'd lost it right, it could have cost him the Open. But no, he pulls off this, and I guarantee. Well, can he make it?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. He's such a tremendous putter under pressure, but it's interesting to watch. The pressure is extraordinary, and we're seeing so many great shots being played one after another.
Great shots and great precision. It's not just a shot, is it? I mean, they're actually ending in the getting that 15-foot circle on the links course all consistently takes some serious doing.
You rarely see Tiger, if he does miss a putt when it really counts, it's not really a bad stroke or an early look or anything like that. It's just rock solid, isn't he?
And the other thing, it doesn't really affect him. You know, it's kind of like Jack's attitude as well. You know, Jack had this great attitude of, I've never missed a 4-footer in my life. You say, yeah, you have missed them. I said, no, but I have never missed it.
They've missed before, but I didn't do it.
I was not the cause of it. Something happened en route. So anyway.
Tiger for birdie at 14.
A huge birdie. Could be the cruising birdie he needed.
Woods is 16 under par. He leads DiMarco by 2. He's got 4 holes to go.
He's 15. Andy North sets the scene.
Just a good solid 9-iron. Take that back left bunker out of play.
We had a close-up of Tiger's ball a second ago. He had it teed up pretty high. When you tee your ball up high with a short iron, you can actually get more spin on it.
Oh, look at this.
Nice shot.
Wow. Another one in ideal position for Woods. He'll have on the way to off tee boxes and down the fairways.
Yeah, he has a great relationship with Tiger. He knows how to handle his man, and that's critical to their success. And Tiger's very fortunate to have Steve. Steve's been very, very instrumental in Tiger's great play. This putt will break a little bit, as Andy said, and it may be outside the hole. No fist pump. As we walk to the next tee, reachable par 5 for Tiger Woods. And a solid 3-shot lead unless DiMarco can do something special on 16.
When the heat got on and things started to get tight, Tiger Woods birdie at 14.
Once, one driver in the whole week. Isn't that quite? That's got to be a first. I don't know what Peter Ellis was saying. Peter Thompson didn't hit a driver when he won here a few moons ago.
And Andy North, you played with Jack Nicklaus so often during your career, and Jack did a lot of what Tiger's doing this week in terms of strategy off the tees.
Well, I think Jack's philosophy was if he put it in the fairway, there's no one that can beat him. And I think if Tiger's ball's in the fairway, I can't see how he can make bogey very often, and he's going to make you share birdies.
This has been the master class of tactical golf this week. It's really been absolutely fantastic to watch.
16 par 5.
Went for that little hold up fade, aimed at the last trap and let it just drift off into the middle of the fairway. Actually a very generous wide fairway, this one, a good 40 yards across. So and as we saw from the group in front, only probably 6 or 7 iron into the green.
Birdie.
And back at 16, Woods.
Tiger has 200 yards to a front right hole location, playing downwind, and he's got a severe depression just short right of this green. Instead of a bunker, they've just gone in a low grassy area. I would think the perfect play here would be 15 or 20 feet left of the hole, land it right on the very front edge of the green, and just accept what happens and then try to two-putt.
Yeah, it's pretty firm down there, Andy. You know, Ernie came in exactly the same shot, probably about a 7 iron, and actually need to land it about 10 yards short. It's burnt to a biscuit down there, so I think that's. Andy, you're right. Tiger, well, it'll be interesting. Tiger does have that ability to hold one off, add a little bit more spin. Beautiful alignment there on the. And he likes it. Oh, the arms are twiddling. He knows he loves it. There we go. A couple of yards and bites it just pin high. Sheer perfection today.
And you heard the noise as Tiger was just getting ready to hit. It was over 1 hole adjacent at 17. Same here with Woods at 16.
Tiger with that another eagle opportunity. Remember, he hit a great shot about this length and eagled the 5th hole earlier in the day that really got him going. Having watched him for 2 days, this has been just precision. I believe he's missed 4 greens. He's hit it on 4 par 5s and 2. I mean, he just made it look so simple. He's done exactly what he had to do, and when he's needed a great shot, he's been able to pull it off.
If you weren't with us at the very beginning, his putts were terrific, right on the edge at 2 and 3, and his par putts have had a lot of about that length. So Woods makes birdie at 16. He leads by 3 with 2 to go.
Bet he hits an iron.
Anything short of those bunkers, that's been his strategy.
Yeah, and it's a good strategy. It's the correct strategy now for sure. Take the bunkers out of play, and you'll be well on your way again.
Let's watch for the twirl after this one.
You're in there!
There you go. The low aggregate in Open Championship golf is 267, held by Greg Norman. That was at Royal St George's in 1993. But the most under par is Tiger Woods, 19 under par.
To the middle, that's what he's thinking. It's back into a pretty decent breeze again. The breeze died down a little bit last couple of holes and it's picked back up a little bit.
How close he stands to the ball.
Beautiful little low punch as he was trying to do there, and kept it to the correct side of the hole. Didn't mess with the bunker. All there short of the green.
Yeah, the fringe is very short. Just be able to roll it up. He's got a little swale right at the end of this putt. He's cut just a couple of feet over a little ridge.
Excellent speed once again, all day.
And when a guy rises to the level that Tiger Woods did, and then he begins to make changes and he kind of slips a little bit, it's just human nature to second guess. And I think, you know, the great thing about Tiger is I don't think he ever really second guessed himself too much. And Andy made a great point about Tiger and his driver the other day. I thought fantastic point when he said, you know, he doesn't necessarily drive it any more crooked than he used to. He just hits driver a lot more often. This week he hasn't hit driver at all, and he's going to lead the field in fairways hit.
Well, the hours spent on the putting green working on his speed yesterday with Hank Haney really paid off, because his speed was excellent today, and he's looked like the man in control from the start. Guys, over to you.
Yeah, guys, second shot at 18 with that out of bounds on the other side of that copper, that hedge that runs all the way down and around the right side.
And Tiger has 245 yards.
Well, the ideal shot is long. If you want to be safe.
Well, bunkers in front of the green, he cannot afford to put in one of those. And there's no way you can stop it around the hole. So I think good point, Nick. You hit something that you know is going to carry the bunkers, and if you have to drop it from the stands, that's fine.
Exactly. If you want to bash it into that backboard.
Don't forget he's only 2 shots ahead, so he's still not a lock.
It would be a sensible play. I mean, there's a decent gap between the left trap and the right trap, which is off the green on the right hand side. It's a good, but that little power fade, that little hold off fade will be perfect. Carried over the top of everything. That makes life.
You know, guys, now I see why the holdup was for a little bit. Apparently some demonstrators threw some purple paint cans or canisters onto the green there at 18.
You're kidding.
And that's why there was a holdup, and they had to bring in. Threw something with purple out
like
there
those
onto the 20.
It's like those exploding golf balls, you know,
Boy, that'll solve whatever problems you were protesting.
Right, exactly. Around the 18th green here at the Open Championship. And I think one of the security people with Tiger Woods just explained to him what happened up there at the 18th. And now we'll let you enjoy some of the walk and undoubtedly some of the emotion. And some thoughts of his dad, I'm sure.
Anyway, just trundle this up. Just demonstrate the superb touch one more time.
Third here at the par 5. Heading on down there. 2 putts for a 2-stroke victory over fellow American Chris DiMarco. America's dominance of the Open Championship will continue. Woods has a putt to match the score that he shot at St. Andrews, 19 under par. He'll finish at 18, and this one for Pops. Major number 11. Tiger Woods is back in the winner's circle at the majors. He's won his 3rd British Open. And there's the emotion we talked about, guys.
They knew it was bubbling under. He won't let go of Steve for a while.